Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest rally video. Today we'll be showcasing a zero on a almost 2.7 billion might player who was in war gear. The guy does have Mythic champ in his war gear as well. We caught him sleeping. This is actually a continuation of my previous video. So we zeroed Singa Modok, which is right next to him. You can see him on fire right now. Everyone is just soloing him right now. That was the previous video. If you haven't seen that, I will leave it in the description down below or the comments down below. Go check out that video. That guy had 105 million troops. This guy, I think he's a little bit bigger, but I think he has a little bit less troops because he's got higher tier troops. So anyways, the first rally is coming in right now from Mythic, who is a single emperor piece from XX. Again, XX was helping us during these rallies. So XX, so you see the big XX and the little XX. There are just the two guilds that are doing doubles there. Then you'll see us, which is an FU or F.U, money sign FU and FU exclamation point. That is our guild. We're just split up into 3 shells. And again, we are recruiting. So if you want to come join us, I will leave the recruitment officers also in the comments down below. Just go message them online. Hey, I want to join. I saw it through whatever Duck's video or whatever you want to do. And then we'll hopefully get you in there. Again, you need to have tier 5 in sigils, or at least be close to both and be willing to join rallies, because again, we do some awesome zeros like this one where we zeroed two 2.6 billions back to back who are both in war gear. I hope those are not the same person's accounts, because that would suck. Imagining getting 2 of your 2.6 billion might accounts zeroed back to back right after each other. That would kind of suck, especially if you get on right after that. That's like over like 2.5 billion might in troop losses. It's pretty hard. Anyway, so the next rally is going to be coming in. You can see he hasn't healed or anything like that. Again, we're watching to see if that does happen, so we know if he's online or not. If he does heal, we might have to pardon and stuff like that, because it's going to be pretty hard if he's online countering all our rallies. So anyways, FU Sir Twins is coming in next. Boom, hits him down. Let's see, he's down to 2.582. He's already down almost 100 mil just from those couple first rallies. It looks like Lazen hit him pretty hard. Sir Twins hit him hard as well. And again, like I said, he has some higher tier troops. I don't think he has a ton of tier 2 on this account. So unlike the previous guy who we zeroed, who had 105 million troops, who had a lot of tier 2, this guy is just mostly tier 4 and tier 3, I believe. So anyway, so it looks like the small XX is coming in right now. Don't bubble. So we're hoping he doesn't bubble so we can get the zero. Hit him for about 3 million troops there. Still haven't walked back. Again, we're not expecting to walk back from a 2.5 billion might in war gear. If we do walk back from a 2.5 billion might in war gear, I think we should start messaging IGG and be like, hey, there's a glitch going on here. We should not be walking back from someone who has 1.4 billion might in troops or whatever this guy has, and he's sitting in Mythic champ. If you're walking back from that, the game is completely broken. We might need to rethink how the combat system is working. Anyway, so Comfy Donuts is coming in right now. He's going to be going in. Again, I think we're going Cav at this point, because I believe he's in infantry or infantry wedge. Again, we didn't know quite what he was in right now. Obviously, when we get our first burn, we get a walk back. We'll know exactly what formation he's in and what his troop comp is. Anyways, so taking a look at here, 5.3 million. Again, still capping us at this point. I think we burned the other guy at around 2 billion might though, so even that guy started burning at 2 billion might in his war gear, which is, he had 50 million troops left, and we walked back from that and burned him. It was kind of brutal, because yeah, again, if you're rally trapping nowadays, make sure you have a really good comp if you're going against really strong leaders, because people are just walking back from the craziest comps and stats and all that nowadays. So looks like FU or money sign FU Jeremy 1160 is going to be coming in next. He's down to 4.1, yeah, not 4 billion, sorry, 2.4 billion. He was at 4 billion. This might take a while. He's down to 2.53, and you can see he does have Mythic champ in his warrior, so this guy's not like a really bad account or anything. He's in his war gear, so I'd assume he's in talents and all that, unless for whatever reason he was sitting in war gear and not sitting in talents. But with Mythic champ and stuff, talents doesn't mean quite as much. So let's take a look here. Down to 2.3, so he's already down almost 400 million might at this point. Crazy. So that one was a 155 million might drop, so probably losing about 50 million per rally. And that was kind of telling us we weren't just hitting tier 2, because with the amount of troops and the amount of might he's dropping, it shouldn't be that high. So like all these are super high, like 145 million, 150 million drops. If it was tier 2, it should be like 120 to 130. Yeah, like 120 mil would really be the realistic drop if it was just tier 2 we're hitting. But again, I guess my army was dismissed. I think I was actually making it, I was actually as a timer at this point, so that's what was going on. So this is from my point of view, if you guys are wondering. So I was recording the whole thing. I got on like halfway through the first 0, was still on obviously for the second part, so I was able to get it, which was awesome, because I'm so glad I got these both on recorder. He's down to 2.197, still has not burned. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't expecting him to burn so soon. Like, well, I wasn't expecting the guy right next to him either to burn either, because guess what? You're not expecting someone at like 2 billion might to actually burn. It's just not something that happens. So anyway, so next rally's coming in. It looks like this one's XX. No, this is from FU Char. So our one of our guild leaders, FU Char, is going to be coming in right now. Again, he has quite a good account there. So if anyone's going to be walking back, it might be Char. So let's take a look and see how he does on this one. It looks like he's actually hitting a different thing. So he must have sent Cav, and it looks like he hit range at that point, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, he went Cav. You can see Char's Cav is pretty good, but it looks like he actually hit range. So that's a good sign. So that means he's probably an infantry wedge. So if you're starting to hit range after all the infantry gone, that means the guy is an infantry wedge. If you're hitting Cav, that means he would be an infantry foul. So looks like God of War is going to be coming in right now. Going to be going range, so our first range rally of this. Hopefully he's going no fodder, because then he'd be doing more damage. But if he wants to walk back, maybe he needs the fodder. So anyways, it was 2.149 is when he actually burned. So here's the walk back at 2.149. So you can see there 3.8 million walk back with about, I think it's 1700 siege. I didn't get the inside report of XX, so that's the only report I got, so didn't get to see what he actually sent. But he was able to walk back and burn them at over 2.1 billion might. So I think he has like, what was his base might? So I think he has like 800 million might in troops still. And he's getting burned in his war gear. I know he's out of probably infantry, but still, I think it's just crazy to me what people are walking back from. So here comes Sir Twins coming in, still walking back and burning him on here. Sugar Elk is also coming in. Again, both of these are our guild shells. Again, we are just one guild. We just split into different shells. That's it. So if you guys are wondering which guild is which, it's all the same guild. We just go into whatever shell needs fillers, and that's it. So again, we're not like a bunch of different guilds. We're just one guild split in a couple shells. So here it is. Sir Twins did 3.1 million, 43 million might drop there, 10k walkback, which was siege. You can see here what he was hitting. And again, like I said, if we are going no fodder with just siege, we'd actually be doing more damage, because we would be hitting his cav instead of hitting his range at this point. So you can see it is kind of mixed up between like his range and stuff like that, where, like I said, if we had gone, I mean, it's kind of hindsight's 2020, but in the situation when he's sitting in infantry wedge, we should be sending no fodder. That way we can take out all his cav. Even if we're not walking back, we're doing a lot more damage, and we're zeroing him actually faster. So that's what we should be doing. And then once that happens, then after we get rid of all his cav, then we can just go infantry with fodder and then take out all his range. So that would have been the fastest way to do it. But again, hindsight is 2020. We learn from our mistakes, and we'll get on from there. So anyways, again, sometimes when you're up in like the moment, people aren't really thinking. They're like, oh, it's a zero, go, 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 go. But yeah, sometimes you gotta just stop, sit back, and be like, hey guys, well, why are we doing this? Just send it normally. So anyways, so looks like Dirty is going to be going in with infantry, I think, on him, because since we are hitting range. But like I said, you could just go range with no fodder, and then we can take out his cav that way. So anyways, so Dirty's coming in right now. This is Little XX. I don't know if this is an actual alt guild or they split into two shells like we did. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, so I should probably ask someone about that. Maybe I'll get back to you guys about that. But yeah, so XX is the Little XX, and this is the big XX. Looks like Lazen's going in, burning him, dropping him quite a bit, down to 1.7 billion might. I think that was the big hit. Yeah, that was the big hit. This is where Lazen actually went. Range, no fodder. Took out 11.8 million troops, 249 million might drop. This is what we should have been doing earlier. Anyways, you can see there is no fodder in there. Automatically puts them into infantry phalanx instead of infantry wedge. That way they can take out the cav. And now, since you have taken out the cav, you can actually go range, or you can, infantry. Once you've taken out the cav, you can go infantry and take out the range. But like I said, I think there was still a little bit of cav left even after that hit. So it did make it a little slower. So next time we do this and we get a walk back, see as an infantry wedge, maybe we will go some range, no fodder first, take out all his cav, and then we'll get some really big infantry hits at the end. So thumbs up there from Lazen, hitting him really hard there for that much. And then I think we have a couple more rallies and he's pretty much zeroed at that point. He's mostly just tier 4/tier 3 at this point, so a lot of these hits, even if they're not like huge amount of troops, they will be large might drops even from that. So anyways, it looks like Chunky Hunky's gonna be coming in, Big All's also coming in right now. These will be, I think, the last couple rallies, or is the one after this? We'll see. He's down to 1.625, and then Big All is coming in as well. Take a look and see how much damage that was. Yeah, you can see the drops are pretty big here, but the troop might, or the amount of troops is actually less. You can see he's down to 1.5. So even those two rallies almost took out just 200 mil of just his might. And keep in mind, the reports there are mostly his troops losing now, since we are not losing as many troops from these rallies. So down to 1.5, and I believe there's one more rally going to come in, and that will pretty much wipe him out, and that will be the it. So that would be 2.7 or 2.6 plus billion mites zeroed back to back, which is quite insane here. So here comes, it looks like, I think Char's coming in next. What is it? Yeah. Throwing up the emoji here because, yeah, we were super excited. The whole chat was just going crazy at this point because guess what? Like, I don't know how many times you guys have been in like this kind of rally party sort of thing where you get two good zeros back to back like this, like really good zeros, like crazy high, like over 1 billion might drops on two people back to back, and you're just like, yeah. So down to 1.384, and I think that was the ending might. Yep, capped as leader, so he's completely zeroed at this point. So Char got the last hit, which is awesome there. Looks like, let's see, what was his ending troops lost? 131, and I believe he started at 160 something, so that's like, what is that, like 70 million troops, something like that. But he dropped almost 1.3 billion might from those 60 million troops or 70 million troops, so obviously they were higher tier troops. So anyway, shout out to my guild for being amazing and zeroing this. Shout out to XX for helping us on these zeros as well. Thank you for being a awesome partner. And then shout out to people who actually sent me all the reports and stuff, crowdsourced it, because again, it's awesome for the video that we can actually see these reports, because obviously we can't be in every single rally and every single guild. So shout out to the people who actually went around getting them, Nori and Decal and all those people. Shout out to them. And look at this, he ended up shielding right at the end. So I hope he was not too sad about that because he got on literally right after he got zeroed. Or he was on the whole time and he wanted to be zeroed. Who knows? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you want to join our guild, I will again leave the recruitment officers' IDs in the description down below, or the comments down below. Just go message them if you guys want to join. We're looking for tier 5 sigils, all that stuff. If you want to join an awesome guild that does Baron and Wonder Wars and these awesome zeros, come join us. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, I will have some more content coming out this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.